from near and far. This service is dedicated to our cousins in the land of Israel, to the memory of the fallen martyrs of our people. A Rabbi Colby Morris DeHari wrote an extended poem entitled Yesh Makom, May There Be Space. And I would like to begin with that it may serve as our kavanah, as our focus for tefillah this evening. May there be space in our hearts for our most honest, courageous, and heartbroken prayers. May there be space for a prayer for all those missing or taken, that they might return home with likely broken spirits, but living bodies. May there be space for a prayer for comfort for their families and loved ones. May there be space for a prayer for all those Israelis murdered, and may their memories be made into a blessing. May there be space for a prayer of comfort for their families and loved ones. May there be space for a prayer for the spiritual healing of all who have experienced and witnessed tragedy. May there be space for a prayer of protection for the IDF soldiers in battle with likely despair in their hearts, but with will for survival in their minds. May there still be space even now. May there always be space for our desperate yearnings for peace. May there be space for a prayer for all the children in the region who cannot and should not need to understand the reasons for the trauma around them. May there be space for a prayer for the despair at where we are and the complete unknown of where we go next. May there be space for a prayer for peace for all of Israel and for all beings. Shabbat Shalom.
No On page 137, Adonai Ozla Moyiten Adonai Yivarech et Amo B'Shalom. May God grant strength to our people and grant us the gift of peace.
Chevra, this isn't a performance, but an opportunity for everyone to join in, to raise your voices, to clap your hands, and to enjoy the spirit of Yom Shabbat.
Page 126. Ma yafeh hayom, how beautiful is this day. מה שאתה רוצה. Page 138, we welcome the Sabbath bride with the words of Lecha Dodi, page 138. שמור וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, ושמו תפארת ונצילה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, התעורר, מיורי, וביגורי, שידברי, כבוד עלי הרייך נידע. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תספרותי, בעת אדוני תחריתי, הידיש בן פרצי, ונצמחה בנגילה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בעיני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום, עצרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וזוהרה, תוך אמונה עם סגולה. בואי
boi chala.
Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Please be seated as we have the opportunity to welcome our newest and youngest member into the congregation. And so, I will need to invite P and Richard to come up with both of your children. We're just going to stand over here if we may. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai, berachnuchem mibeit Adonai, Eliyata ve'odeka Eloi baromemecha, hodu l'Adonai ki tov ki leolam chazdo. Blessed are you who come here in Adonai's name. Praise you, Adonai, our God, source of the universe, who causes parents to rejoice with their children, especially when they sleep through the night. Not that I know of what I speak, but just it so happens. Zecher leolam brito dvar tziva leolef dor baruch atah Adonai koret habrit. God remembers the covenant forever, the word commanded to 1,000 generations. We praise you, O God, who establishes the covenant. Now, I'll need a microphone so you can be heard. Would you like to say this bracha?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, aksher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'achnusa b'charit am Yisrael. Sorry, English?
Yep, just the translation.
We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows with us mitzvot and commands us to bring daughter into the covenant of the Jewish people.
Yes, your daughter is coming into the covenant. Now, the joys of technology when things don't print is that we have it right here.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Let Riley be a person whose heart will be clear, whose goals will be high, one who will learn to laugh, yet never forget how to weep, one who will reach into the future, yet never forget the past. After all these things are hers, this we pray, enough sense of humour that she may always be serious, but never take herself too seriously. Give her humility so that she may always remember the simplicity of true greatness, the open mind of true wisdom, the meekness of true strength. Then we, her family and friends, will dare to whisper that we too have been enriched.
Lovely. Now tell us about the name that you have chosen for her.
Well, the English name is probably not a lot of background, to be honest. Right? It was more just around liking Riley and Sienna as her middle name. But probably the Hebrew name Esther is from my mum's name, and obviously also a pretty strong and historical women's name.
I can't imagine strong women in your family.
Just one second. Yeah, so I think the story of Esther was one from Purim where it was about a woman living in the diaspora and her managing to kind of help turn events and really turn things around. Thanks, honey. And I think we can learn a lot from that story in terms of being strong in the diaspora, especially considering the situation at the moment, both in Israel and particularly for here. So, we're excited to have her on board, and it's always nice to come back to Shul, and thank you for having us.
Delighted to have you. Benny and Denise, could you come up and join us and share a prayer? And actually, I'm going to get Steve and Maggie to come up as well. Here we go. If you could read the joys of technology.
Okay.
So,
You can't see it otherwise.
Okay. Make it a little bigger. Let me turn it sideways. The joys of technology. Here we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
How's that?
Yeah.
So this is the grandparents' blessings. Children learn what they live. By Dorothy Law Nolte.
Yeah.
If children live with criticism, they learn to condemn. If children live with hostility, they learn how to fight. If children live with ridicule, they learn to be shy. If children live with shame, they learn to feel guilty.
Children live with tolerance, they learn to be patient.
If children live with encouragement, they learn to have confidence. If children live with praise, they learn to appreciate. If children live with fairness, they learn justice. If children live with security, they learn to have faith. If children live with approval, they learn to like themselves. If children live with love around them, they learn to give love to the world. That's very deep, isn't it?
It's a lovely reading, I do agree. Stephen Maggie, could you share this reading? It begins just here.
Sure. Yeah. So, Wishes for a Child by Joanna Miller. May you know the gift of friendship, feel the sun upon your face. May you win display dignity and accept defeat with grace. May you marvel with the wonders of nature and the earth. May you value education and know your own true worth. May you live with love and honesty and do the things that's right. May you stand up for the homeless and sleep in peace at night. May you thrive upon a challenge and sing and dance and laugh. May you know the joy of parenthood and follow your own path.
Thank you. Another lovely reading that you've chosen. And so we share this blessing of, we'll need this young lady to join us up here for another moment. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu. קיימת הילדה הזאת לאביו ולאמה ויקרא שמה בישראל. אסתר בת חנן, נתן וחווה. ישמח האב ביוצא חלציו ותגל אמה בפרי בטנה, זה הקטנה גדולה תהיה, כשם שנכנסה לברית, כן תיכנס לתורה, לחופה ולמעשים טובים. Our God and God of our ancestors, sustain this child for her father and her mother, and let her be called in Israel Esther, daughter of Hannah, Natan Vechava, Esther bat Hannah, Natan Vechava, Riley, Sienna, Monheim. Hello. Which I have a certificate here, as you all know. If you don't have a certificate, it never happened. Plus you need a selfie, and it needs to be on Facebook, or whatever technology you have to. Born on the 14th of September 2023, 29th of Elul 5783, was named and blessed and welcomed into the covenant of Israel on 17th of November 2023, 5th of Kislev 5784, and given the Hebrew name Esther bat Chana Natan Vechama, signed, and it says the crown of a good name is the highest crown of them all, from Pirkei Avot. May her name be a source of joy and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind. May her parents rejoice in her growth of body and soul. May they, with wisdom and patience, lead her to a life of good deeds, Torah, and to the blessing of family life. You don't need to reach the chuppah too soon. And the practice of goodness and full night's sleep. And we say, Amen. Amen. I see the Amen on the good night's sleep was especially fervent. מי שברך אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב ואימותינו שרה רבקה לאה ורחל, הוא יברך את הילדה הרכה הזאת, ויזכו אביה ואימה לגדלה, לחנכה, ויהיה ידיה וליבה לאל אמונה, ונאמר אמן. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless this child. May her parents have the privilege of raising her, educating her, and encouraging her to attain great wisdom. May her hands and her heart be faithful in serving God, and her lungs be strong in singing and joining my choirs. And we say, Amen. Amen. I'm going to invite you to stand right here in the middle, and I'm going to invite your family to place their hands upon your shoulders and upon her shoulders. And could we all rise and place your hands upon this child's head, shoulders, and upon the shoulders of the community as we as a community, join together in the oldest prayer of all. This is the Birkat HaKohanim, the prayer that Aaron, the high priest, shared with his children, and that we share today with this young lady. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May Adonai bless you and keep you. Yair Adonai panav elecha vichuneka. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai, Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha ve'yasem lecha ve'yasem lecha shalom shalom. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you always have the most important gift of all, the gift of peace. And we say Amen. And so as we sanctify, we dip your finger, your pinky, into this and into her mouth. And we say, Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. L'chaim, you can take a sip. And we say, Baruch Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, shechiyanu, vekiyimanu, vehigiyanu, lazman hazeh. This should be just grape juice, isn't it? So you can all have a sip, and that's totally okay. And we say, Mazel Tov! Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Kehilanu. Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Simmen Tov, Mazel Tov, Mazel Tov, Simmen Tov, Kehilanu. ולכל ישראל, יעלנו, יעלנו, ולכל ישראל, דוד מלך ישראל, חי וקיים, דוד מלך ישראל, חי וקיים. Mazel Tov. And so now we welcome Shabbat. You'll need to come over here. And Natani, could you join us over here with your family, please? As we are returning to our prayer book, we're welcoming Shabbat with the words of candle lighting, which you'll find on page 118, 119. Pia, don't go too far. Where are you? Natani, come over here. And my microphone over here. Now, you're reading just this paragraph here.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who beholds us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have been kindled light. So may we, in our own days, be amongst those who kindle light.
Would you light the candles, Pia? Pia? Could you light these two over here, please?
Can you, Mum?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And we can bring in Shabbat. And the blessing.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
Amen. And so just as we've turned and welcomed Shabbat, so to turn to each other. If there's anyone nearby whose name you don't know, introduce yourself, greet them, make them feel welcome. Shabbat Shalom and Mazal Tov.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. להגיד בבוקר חסדיך, באמונתך בלילות, עליך סוב עלינה, ועלי היגיון בחינו. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. כי שימחתני אדוני בפועלך, במעשה ידיך רנן. מה גדלו מעשיך אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך. איש בעל לא ידע, וכסיל לא יבין את זאת. מזמור שיר
ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
ולזמר לשמך עליון.
Page 142. Shalom Aleichem. As the angels accompany us and bless us, may this Shabbat be as beautiful as the Shabbat that we have prepared. May our week be one filled with blessing and filled with peace. 142.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hashem.
המלאכים הקדוש ברוך
רוחכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך ברכוני לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. ממלך מלאכי המלאכים הקדוש ברוך
We rise on page 144 for the Chatzi Kaddish and the call to prayer.
יתגדל ויתקדש ברבה.
Amen.
והעמד תברהירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכו בית ישראל.
בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב.
ואמרו
אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך.
יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה
בריחו
לעם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה.
תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמה.
ואמרו
אמן.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Kindly be seated, and a very, very warm welcome and a good Shabbos to those who've joined us since the beginning of our tefillah. I'd like to invite you now to turn in your Sidurim to page 149 as we read together for the first time in the English at the top of the page. Praise to you, eternal our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, creator of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night. At heaven's bends to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, eternal our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch Ata Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
אהבת עולם ישראל עמך אהבת עמך אהבת תורה ומצוות ומשפטים אותנו לימדת, אותנו לימדת.
הגן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו, ומנו נשיח בחוקיך אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. ויאמר אדוני אל משה לאמור, דבר אל בני ישראל, ואמרת עליהם, ועשו להם ציצית על כנפי בגדיהם לדורותם, ונטלו הציצית הכנף בתיר תכלת, והיה לכם לציצית וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם את כל מצוות אדוני ועשיתם אותם, ולא תטורו אחרי לבבכם ואחרי עיניכם אשר אתם זונים אחריהם, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
The passage which follows next appears in what's known as Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea. It is a song of Geula, of redemption. And just as we celebrate this Shabbat, the freedom enjoyed by our ancestors when they made their way out of Egyptian bondage, so too do we accompany this evening's prayer with the hope that all those who are hostage and held may be returned to their families speedily. Amen.
מלכותך ראו בניך חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים. זה לי ענו ואמרו
Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora dehi Eloi, Oseh ve'eleh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh.
ונאמר כי יפדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני גא ישראל.
Page 160. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, v'amidenu malkeinu lechayim. Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and raise us up, our sovereign, to life renewed. Spread over us the shelter of peace.
השכיבנו, אדוני אלוהינו, בשלום בעמידנו, מלכנו לחיים, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך, והושיענו למען שמך, והגן בעדינו והסר מעלינו אויב. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה
ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים, blessed you, eternal one, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. On page 162, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat. This is our covenant for all time.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
את השמיים ואת הארץ.
וביום השביעי שבת וינבא.
ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
Friends, we continue now and ask that all who are able please rise and continue individually, either in the Hebrew, in the English, or merely to take a few moments of private prayer, beginning on page 166, proceeding through page 180. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tilatecha. Hatagi boy. Say, Adonai Elohim b'yom ha'chasron. Shalom Rav, all Yisrael and Chatas. Baruch atah Eloheinu Moshe Rabbeinu. If you've completed your individual prayers, please feel free to be seated.
Say shalom.
על כל ישראל. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל.
Shabbat Shalom to all of our instrumentalists, our vocalists, and each of you for participating in such good spirit on this Shabbat Unplugged. On September the 11th, an old friend from our hometown, from Cleveland, by the name of Shirley Edelman, turned 100 years old. Shirley was a twin. Her sister Florence died just a few short years ago. They both meant so much to me and to Jocelyn. Together, they were the most devoted, the most indispensable members of their shul, a dynamic duo who did everything that was asked of them and so much more. Perhaps you know people like this. The shul was their life, and they have inspired generations of the congregation's members. Though twins, they were born on different days, in the few minutes just before and immediately following midnight, and they loved to point this curiosity out. In other respects, too, Shirley and Florence diverged. One married and the other did not. One worked outside the home until well in her 80s, while the other stayed at home. You could say of her that she was a Yoshevet Ba'ohel, a dweller in tents, like Yaakov Avinu. In this week's Parashat Toldot, we are introduced to another set of twins, Jacob and Esau, one a skillful hunter, and the other an ish tam, a mild man. The two of them dodge and weave through each other's lives. There is the matter of the birthright and the blessing, the deception of their father Isaac, and sometime later, their remarkable reunion when at last they fall into one another's arms. Tonight, I won't be sorting through any of that. I've chosen instead to share with you what this Parsha has to say about the health of our planet and our responsibility toward it. For this is Climate Shabbat, and in synagogues throughout our country, we are remembering the perils that we face. Climate Shabbat is an initiative of the Jewish Climate Network. Some weeks ago, I received a study guide from the JCN that identifies no less than 4 environmental themes that emerge from our parasha. The first concerns the importance of balancing scientific innovation with preservation, that is, securing the future by means of sustainable practices today. Likewise, the second theme would have us be mindful of the perils associated with trading our short-term profits and our convenience at the expense of our long-term sustainability. This take is inspired by the story of how Esav lost his Yerusha, his rights and privileges of the firstborn, because in the moment, he was hungry for a bowl of soup. The third consideration in their paper is the duty of the Jewish people to blend the hands of Esav with the voice of Jacob. As it says in Breshit, Hakol kol Yaakov v'hayadayim yedei Esav. The voice is the voice of Jacob, and the hands of Esav. This verse, one of my absolute favorites, encourages us to appreciate both the spirituality found within nature with the practical climate steps necessary to preserve it. The fourth and final theme is how best for us to develop a deeper connection with the earth at a time when we live overwhelmingly in the cities. Tonight, given our limited time together, I thought I might briefly explore with you just one of these themes. It all starts with a familiar pasuk, a single verse, which says, Vayashov Yitzchak, Vayechapor et be'erot hamayim, asher chafru bimei Avraham aviv, Vaistamum plishtim. Isaac, you may recall, dug wells which had been dug in the days of his father Abraham, and which the Philistines had stopped up after Abraham's death. He dug them anew, and he gave them names, the same names that his father had given them. Now, previously, I had thought this verse to be simply unflattering to Isaac. He seems to me just to be a shadow of his old man. Of Abraham, it is written that he withstood 10 tests, most notably, of course, the Akedah. And what does Isaac do? He unearths wells dug by his dad, and he plants crops. He never sets out on his own, but instead chooses to work in the family business. Still, a closer examination of the rabbinic commentary reveals that Isaac, too, had an incredibly important role in the continuity of our Jewish story. He is a sustainer. He's a keeper. Avraham, his father, is bold and innovative. He is the first monotheist. High marks for Avraham. But it takes Yitzchak, Isaac, to ensure that his legacy is successfully transmitted. Our Rabbanim compare the important role played by Isaac with that assumed by Adam and by Eve. For early in Breshit, God, when creating the world, instructs them both, la'avda u'l'shamra, to develop the earth, to build it, to go for their lives, but as importantly, to protect and preserve the earth. This week on Climate Shabbat, we are again reminded that we do not shirk this ancient responsibility to protect and to preserve our planet. We are commanded to take pleasure in the earth and to enjoy it, but not to exploit it. For the Torah knew already long ago, and today's climate science teaches us as well, that our natural resources, our earth, our air, our water, are all vulnerable to our excesses. This week I learned that microplastics are now within the clouds that rest above us, posing another unusual threat to our health and well-being. This earth, our air, our water can all be poisoned and overheated and its vitality depleted. We must be mindful consumers, remembering what we first learned in school: take what we want, but eat what we take. To care for what we have before we go out to acquire more, and at the risk of being trite, to reduce, recycle, and reuse. Thank you, Zach. Jews are aware that there are many watchwords we subscribe to. Never forget, Shema Yisrael. To these we ought to add, Bal Tashchit, that we not waste, despoil, or denude our environment. On this climate Shabbat, let us resolve, each in our own small way, to take part in the solution to our planet's many ills, to contribute to its reclamation whenever and however we can, to, like Isaac did, unearth the wells and be able conduits, bridging the world of our parents with the world of our children. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I want to take this opportunity to welcome to our ensemble tonight Adrian and Mrs. Adrian.
Amy.
Amy, it's a delight to have you here with us, playing your violin so beautifully. And Adrian is some player, you wouldn't imagine that he took up the piano just 1.5 years ago. You don't have to believe that. He's been playing since he was a little baby. But we're so grateful for both of you, for Ido and Ellie and Sharon, and to the cantor, as well as to Ido. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please rise now and turn to page 586.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני ומלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We remain standing for a few more moments as we turn to page 598. And we think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at the season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. This Shabbat we think of the cost of war in Israel, and we will never forget. Firstly, we think of those taken captive. Ophir Engel, 17, captured while visiting his girlfriend, the Jerusalemite, was taken to Gaza in a small black car along with his girlfriend's father and another teenager on October the 7th. And Ravid Katz, 51, made sure his wife and 4-month-old baby were safe with neighbors in their sealed room and went to fight the terrorists with the kibbutz security team. We await news and hope. And then we remember Yonah 73, Ohad 43, and Mila Cohen 10 months old, 3 generations slain. Ohad was an athlete, a father, a husband, a fitness guy, and as of 2 years ago, a guitar player. His rendition on Facebook of him singing the Yehuda Polika song Flower went viral after the attacks. Its lyrics say, "O holy wars, angels wept for you with dry eyes. Your smile, baby girl, they buried it in the ground. How silence grows from this turmoil." This Shabbat we, with sadness, mark the passing of Pauline Pogorelski. And we recognize the Shiva, those in the period of Shiva, Coral Hutchinson, Norman Ross Liebman, Jean Zemmel, our librarian, and Fela Habig. And those in the period of Shloshim, Monty Kleiman, Ronald Taft, Hadassah Denanclares, Deborah Chemke, and Irene Hall. And the yard sites which fall this Shabbat: Percy Cohen, Norman Cohen, Ian Dorey, Phyllis Fradkin, Leo Hartman, Gerda Hauk, Chloe Howard, Sheila Layton, Maury Lee, Andrew Moore, Michael Morgan, Jack Phillips, Adam Popiolik, Monique Sambor, Jerry Sender, Francis Slonim, Bernard Sylvan, and Tina Zipper. If there are other names, please call them out as I look around the room. Zichronam livracha, may their memories truly be for a blessing, along with all those we remember dying in conflicts, whether in Israel, in Ukraine, or elsewhere around the world. Page 598, we join together in the words of Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Amen. Ba'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulalme almaya. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מנכ"ל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלום רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל Ve'imru. Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all of Israel, and to all of humanity. And we say, Amen.
Mazel tov once more to the families who are celebrating this evening, and again tomorrow, Besoro Tovot, good times, and may the burden of sorrow that rests so heavily on our hearts be lifted soon. To our friends watching in the convenience and comfort of their homes, Shabbat Shalom. We lift up the Kos Yayin and sing Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Borei Peri Agafen.
Amen.
Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kiddishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'Shabbat Kadisho b'ahava uv'ratzon inchilanu Zikaron l'mahaseh v'reishit Ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher litziat Mitzrayim ki vanu
acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha ve'ava uvratzon inchaltanu
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. L'chaim.
Chaim.
As we anticipate making Hamotzi tonight, a couple of reminders. Mitzvah Day on Sunday. We hope everyone will come along. next Sunday, the 26th, at 7:30, many of us will be gathering at the Laffa Bar on Hawthorne Road for our final kosher supper club. Should be very special. Everyone is most welcome. And on the 17th of December, a film screening and question and answer with the producer of a film entitled Shalom Ireland, a touching film about Ireland's remarkable yet little-known Jewish community. That's really good.
So this Sunday, if you would like to join us for a mitzvah day, do come at 9 o'clock. We'll have an opening ceremony and refreshments, and we'll begin all our different activities. Whether you've registered or not, come along at 9 o'clock on Sunday. Join us, whether in the choir is going to nursing homes or packing things for women who have been going through a hard time, or for Israel, various donations. We'd love to have you. Shabbat Shalom and the Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. Pull. Not the whole. Take it, please. Go. Pull. That's it. Go. Good. Shabbat Shalom and Betavon. Bon appetit. Shabbat.